If you wear the uniform or you used to, you already know what it means to serve others. You know what it means to protect and push through the grind. But here's the thing, service doesn't have to end when your shift does. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit the like and subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next breakdown. Hey, it's Bud Evans, retired Air Force officer, former police officer, and full time real estate investor. I help veterans and first responders build wealth and financial freedom through rental property investing. As a first responder, did you know that you could take that same amount of discipline, focus, and mission mindset and apply it to building long term wealth through real estate? Well, today I'm going to give you a clear blueprint, the same one that I've used and have taught hundreds of veterans and first responders. You can go from paycheck to paycheck to building a portfolio that produces cash flow, appreciation, and a peace of mind, and several tax advantages while you're at it. So stick around because I'm going to give you a great checklist that lays out the entire process, which is perfect if you're ready to take action. All right, let's get into it. Step one is your mindset. Most first responders and veterans are trained to react fast, adapt under pressure, and get the job done. That's great when you're on duty, but in real estate, the mission is just a little different. You don't win by reacting, you win by planning ahead. When I left the department and then later retired from the military, I had to unlearn that always on mindset. In this business, you need strategic patience and the ability to act decisively, but for the long term. Remember what Robert Kiyosaki said in Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. So we need to shift your mindset from earning through hours to earning through assets. Your service background gives you a massive advantage because you have discipline, you have grit, and you have leadership capabilities. Now we just need to aim those skills at wealth creation instead of crisis response. Step two is learning the game, building your financial independence. In your line of work, training saves lives. In real estate, training saves money. You don't need a finance degree to invest. You just need a baseline, understanding of three things. One, how cash flow works. Two, how leverage works. And three, how taxes work. So let me give you the simplified version here. Cash flow is what's left after your rent comes in and you pay of your expenses. Leverage is using other people's money, like loans or private capital, to scale your portfolio faster. Last, taxes are a tool, not an enemy. Real estate gives you deductions and depreciation that reduce your taxable income. You can learn this quickly through books and podcasts and communities like The War Room with David Perret, which I am a proud member of. That was a network that's built specifically for veterans who invest in real estate. If you need help as a first responder, go to budevans.com and book a strategy session with me, and I will help you directly. The goal here isn't to become a CPA, it's to speak the language of money confidently enough to make informed decisions. Step three is start small. Don't rush it. One door beats zero. A lot of people think that you need hundreds of thousands of dollars to start investing, but that's completely false. You just need the right entry point and a real good plan. If you're active duty, you can use a VA loan. If you're a first responder, go out and get an FHA loan and house hack. It's one of the most powerful tools in existence. No down payment for the VA loan, but for FHA, it's only 3.5% down. You get great rates, and then you can house hack, move into one unit, rent out the others, and live for free. If you buy a small multifamily, your tenants pay the mortgage while you live for free or at least close to it. One of my students in San Antonio did exactly this. He bought a quadplex, he lived in one, he rented the other three. He used his VA loan initially, then he started cash flowing on day one, moved into a new one, bought it with a loan with 3.5% down, and then refinanced his VA loan into a regular loan. And then guess what? Moved out of the next fourplex and moved into another fourplex. The goal here is not perfection, it's progress. Because once you get that first door, the second one is easier, and the third one, and the fourth one, and easier after that. But the hardest deal is always going to be the first. There are so many things that will go through your mind. Step four, build systems. Don't self-destruct with self-management. Here's where most first-time investors crash. They treat real estate like a side hustle instead of an actual business. If you're a full-time firefighter, EMT, or police officer, you don't really have time to chase tenants or coordinate maintenance calls in between your shifts. That's why you need systems, or you need a really good property manager. If you're in the South Jersey area, reach out to me. Second Street Property Management. We build processes that keep your systems running on autopilot. Automated rent collection, maintenance ticket tracking, tenant communication templates. We have vendor partnerships for quick repairs, and we vet all of those. If you're self-managing, you can still implement this all using property management software and automation tools, even if you only have the one property. Start with structure. Generate your SOPs, your checklists. It's going to save you a lot of headaches later. And remember what James Clear said in Atomic Habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals. you fall to the level of your systems. Your systems are going to protect not only your sanity, but also your cash flow. Step 5, buy smart. Use the 80-20 rule. Not all properties are good deals, and not all hustle is smart hustle. Check out my last video. In fact, most investors waste 80% of their time chasing deals that will never make them money. That's where this Pareto principle comes in. Focus on the 20% of properties that are going to give you 80% of your returns. How do you find those? Well, you look for motivated sellers. You target undervalued areas with a lot of growth potential. Try out my Real Estate Consultant GPT. It's an AI tool that I created to analyze deals and help you filter out the junk. You can find it below in the description. When you know your numbers and you focus on profitable properties, you're going to stop spinning your wheels and you're going to start stacking assets. Step 6, build your network. Relationships beat resources. Join your local REIT. And here's something that I learned the hard way. You don't need to know everything. You just need to know the right people. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that your network does determine your net worth. As a first responder or a veteran, you know that you already have a brotherhood. Extend that same trust and teamwork to your real estate circle. Surround yourself with other investor-minded first responders, lenders who understand your unique situation, contractors who value reliability over income. Also find some mentors who have actually done deals and not just talked about them. And that's one of the reasons that I'm in the war room right now. It'll give you a place where people actually get what it looks like to work shifts, serve others, and still build wealth. Together we move faster and avoid the mistakes that solo investors make. Step 7 is leverage time blocking and have strategic focus. Your time is your most valuable asset. It's the one thing that you can sell, but you can never buy back, especially when you're working shifts. To grow, let's look at what Stephen Covey said in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Effective people put first things first. And that means scheduling your priorities and then prioritizing your schedule. If it's not on there, it doesn't exist. So use time blocking to structure your week. You know what your shifts are. Plug them in. One block for deal analysis, one block for outreach or calls, one block for education or networking, and then protect that time like you do your shift schedule. Sorry, guys, I can't work that overtime. I've got this thing. I know it doesn't go over well, but your time is sacred. Even one focused hour per day will move your portfolio forward faster than 10 hours of scattered hustle. Step 8 is play the long game because you got to value cash flow over flash. It's easy to get caught up on flashy tips and fast profits and the new squirrel, right? Long-term wealth is built with boring consistency, not chaos. And the purpose of this is if you're doing real estate and you're bored, you're doing it right. Buy assets that are going to pay you monthly. Focus on cash flow first and then appreciation. Reinvest your profits into the next deal and let compound growth do the rest. And that's how you transition from working for money to making your money work for you. Kiyosaki said, the poor and middle class work for money, the rich make their money work for them. And that's really the shift that creates generational wealth. Step 9 is stay educated, stay adaptable. Don't stop learning. The market changes, but your fundamentals really don't have to. Smart investors don't try to predict, they try to prepare. Keep learning. Books, podcasts, conferences, mentorship. The bigger you get, the more you should be involved in learning. Every deal, every tenant, every mistake is going to teach you something new. I got more out of my losses than I did out of my wins, but I like the wins better. The moment you think that you know it all, the market's going to humble you quickly. Continuing education is your armor against that. Okay, here's step 10, and this is really why I do what I do. Step 10 is give back and pay it forward. When you get to the top of the ladder, reach back down and help someone else climb it. You've already served your community. This is the next phase. Use your success to help mentor others, sponsor local events, or help new investors avoid the pitfalls that maybe you faced. Real estate gives you freedom, but purpose is what's going to really keep you fulfilled. And for me, that's why I do Enlisted to Entrepreneur. It's to help veterans and first responders win financially after years of serving others. Okay, we rise higher when we help lift others up, and that's what I'm here for. So if you got anything out of this video or any other of the past videos, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share this thing. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you can come back for the next breakdown. Now let's recap the blueprint. Number 1, shift your mindset. 2, build financial intelligence. 3, start small. House hack. Use that FHA or the VA loan if you're eligible. Number 4 is systemize everything. Treat real estate like a business, not a side hustle. Number 5 is buy smart. Use that Pareto principle, the 80-20 rule. Number 6, build your network. Your relationships are going to pay off your highest return. Number 7 is time block. Number 8, this is a long game. Play it like it's a long game. Number 9, stay educated and keep educating yourself. Don't stop. Number 10, and probably the most important, when you get to where you want to be, give back. Help others. Let them climb the ladder of success. Okay. My name is Bud Evans. I'm a retired military officer. I'm also a retired police officer. I hope you got something out of this. And until the next one, aim high.